Okay, good morning. This morning we're going to be reviewing or talking about the transition drill that you will be doing eventually if you haven't done it already. But the transition drill between the 5-count drill and the 3-count drill. It's a transition drill in that you flow from one to the other, and you don't know what you're going to do next until you see your partner's initial motion, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But we're going to go real slow because it is something to get used to. But again, it's transition. So in other words, you can do 5 count, 5 count, 5 count, 5 count, 5 count, 3 count. You can go switch back and forth. The important thing to keep in mind here is that these drills are, you're striking and the person's then counter striking, and then you're defending. So the strike, counter strike, strike, counter strike, strike, counter strike. Okay, so with the transition, we'll go real slow, and I'll voice it out so that we can kind of anticipate the change. So as we're doing the 5-count drill, as we normally do, as we're doing the 5-count drill, if my initial block is here, then he knows that if this is my initial block, then I'm going to counter with a retick. Okay? If he strikes and my initial block is here, he knows I'm going to go down to the 5 count, and then he's going to proceed with the rest of the drill. So as I come around this way to strike him, he goes with the 5 count again. So I follow his lead. From here, I go here, transition. Okay, transition. Transition. Okay, notice we're keeping on the 3-count drill, but we don't have to. We can change all of a sudden at a moment's notice. So again, slowing it down, depending on which way your opponent blocks, that's how you're going to know how to respond. And as you get used to it and pick up speed, that's where the flowing comes into play. So again, dependent on whether he blocks that way, I know he's going to follow it up with a retick. He blocks the other way, I know he's coming with a 5 count, and we proceed from there. That's the transition drill, 5 to 3 count, or 3 to 5 count. So it's interwoven. Okay, and there's no set rule. So you gotta be wary of your opponent's movements, be ready to flow at a moment's notice. Because in reality, that's what you're all ultimately training for and achieving, is being fluid, flowing like water. And that's what this drill, it's a great drill for that idea, for the idea of flowing, of striking, counter striking, and moving with the flow. Very good drill. So again, practice your first 2 drills first. Get the 5 count really well. Get the 3 count really well. After you get those 5 count and 3 count in all solo baston and doble baston, single stick and double stick, then proceed to do the interchange, the transition of the 3 to 5. Because if you're not well versed in the 5, and if you're not well versed in the 3, and you try the transition, it's going to be a mess. You're going to pick up bad habits, and you'll get into other things that are not good. So, very important thing to keep in mind. Thank you.